I often recommend cold therapy to my clients struggling with pornography addiction. I'm personally familiar with its effects, as I've been taking cold showers for 15 years and recently underwent a 40-day cold plunge challenge. But the earliest records of cold immersion date back thousands of years and span multiple cultures. Egyptian medical texts, such as the Edwin Smith Papyrus, mention cold water therapy for injuries and fevers. Public baths in Greece often had cold water pools known as frigidaria. The father of medicine himself, Hippocrates, championed the use of cold therapy for a variety of ailments. Writers like Seneca described voluntarily plunging into cold water to build mental and physical resilience. Ancient Chinese texts discuss cold water as a means of restoring yin-yang balance in the body. Vikings and early Slavs practiced ice bathing, believing it strengthened the body and spirit. But enough of history and ancient tradition. Here's what we know now about how cold therapy helps recovering addicts. One effect of addiction is that it hijacks the brain's dopamine system, depleting your dopamine receptors. This reduces motivation for anything in life, except acting out. Cold exposure naturally triggers an endorphin rush, creating an after effect of clarity, energy, and euphoria. You'll experience a 250% increase in dopamine that lasts for several hours, helping to restore motivation and pleasure from natural rewards. You're most vulnerable to urges when you're feeling low and desperate for something to help you feel better. But since you're now feeling good and motivated again off the natural high of cold exposure, you're more resilient to cravings for addictive highs. Withdrawal effects like fatigue, brain fog, irritability, and depression are linked to low norepinephrine levels. Cold exposure significantly boosts norepinephrine, which improves alertness, focus, and mood. Even outside of addiction, an estimated 31% of US adults experience an anxiety disorder at some time in their lives. But when you willingly invite the acute stress of cold exposure, afterward your body's parasympathetic reaction returns you physically and mentally to a state of relaxed, relieved calm. This helps counteract overactive fight or flight responses and the chronic stress so common in modern society. Addiction withdrawal often disrupts sleep patterns. Cold therapy lowers nighttime cortisol and increases melatonin production, leading to deeper, more restorative sleep. Better sleep accelerates brain healing and, of course, leaves you feeling better the next day. The cycle of relapse occurs because the addict's brain has been trained to escape when confronted with problems or discomfort. Intentional practice with discomfort makes it easier to handle frustration, anger, anxiety, and stress triggers in everyday life. This allows you to keep a cooler head when unexpected challenges arise, staying clear-minded in the moment rather than rushing to your addiction. Cold therapy offers you the chance every day to choose to do something hard, whose rewards are worthwhile but not immediate. All of the most valuable things in life are like this. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. This quote has been echoing in my mind recently, but the equation here is missing the variable of human choice. The word spoiled, it means to be ruined or destroyed by receiving too easily too much of what you want. It's understood that one's character is built up by challenge and eroded by a life of ease. As life becomes more comfortable for all of us, it's critical that our culture celebrates the pursuit of challenge. Cold water immersion is one such voluntary challenge that I have fallen in love with. I know now that it's okay to sit with discomfort, and that my true limits lie far beyond where my initial feelings say they are.